So today is progress check day. This is my second progress check. This one is dealing with cross-country skills and maneuvers. So I'm gonna have to do a soft field takeoff, short field takeoff. I had to do some prep and planning on my iPad for planning out the trip. Yeah, short field, soft field, landings and takeoffs, prepping on the iPad. Plus I got to do some VOR stuff as well. And that should be it for that progress check. After this progress check and I pass it, then it's all solo work from there for the most part. Cool.
Let's taxi up to hold short. We'll wait until he's clear. You make your call. We'll depart.
Hamburg traffic, twin tech to May Bravo, Mike's going around 10, climbing through 1,000 feet, Hamburg.
I don't see anybody for 28, and he's overhead, no factor.
Hampton Roads traffic 4293 Juliet, departing runway 28 Hampton Roads traffic.
Hamburg traffic, twin tech to May Bravo, Mike's 2.5 miles south, 1,600, departing to the west, Hamburg.
Pressure's still up, everything's still in the green. Looking for our 5560. We are there, pitching.
All right, you're clear to the obstruction.
Clear my obstructions. Pitching for 80.
Now, with that, me asking about a VX, what's your VY speed?
My VY speed
Real easy in this
is
airplane.
86.
Just add 10, right?
Yep.
But once you clear the obstruction, pitch for your 86, and you're on your way.
All right, we're at 300 altitude. And in our speed. At our past 500. Follow our track.
All right, so what's your course heading?
274 should be. That's what I'm headed back to now.
All right, so when are you allowed to turn on your heading once you depart your airport?
At 1,000 feet.
There you go.
Now, does that matter for if the elevation is higher for that airport? Say my traffic pattern is 1,500, then I would have to go up 500 more from that, right? Before I can, or it's always 1,000?
What is, yeah, it's 1,000 feet above the deck, so therefore, what's your traffic pattern altitude usually? 1,000 feet above the deck, so whatever the TPA is, once you clear the traffic pattern altitude, then you can start turning on course.
Gotcha. All right, we are hitting our 25.
All right, so let me know when you identify your checkpoint.
Yep, Suffolk is right off our shoulder over here. That that airport right there.
Okay. You know, I mentioned that bend in the road. If you look underneath,
right here, yeah.
See right there?
I see it.
So once you get to that bend, then you can say, hey, I'm directly adjacent to my airport, so my checkpoint.
Okay. They're going to want that in our When I do the check ride?
Well, in the check ride, you're going to be coming out of Tri-County, and then you actually have Murfreesboro on the right-hand side. There's a little city. There's a road, and then when you're crossing that road, there's a perfect example just like this, where you say, oh, I'm over the road exactly, and then there's Murfreesboro, so I know I'm right here.
Okay.
Because he's going to ask you, how do you know you're there? How do you know you're at your checkpoint?
Gotcha.
Oh, there's that bend in the road, and off the tip of my wing is the Suffolk Airport. There you go. That's how you identified it.
Okay.
Okay, so let's go ahead and let's break this off. Now, I didn't ask you about leaning procedures because we didn't go above 3,000. When should you lean this airplane?
You said, when should I lean the airplane?
Yeah.
Traffic at Hampton Roads, how far on the approach are you now?
That's going to be based on the temperatures. So
Okay.
as we go higher, it's going to get cooler. So that we're going to need to lean it a little bit more. I actually have less lean in it. Right now, we just got a little notch, but as we get cooler, we want to be more rich than lean.
Isn't cooler better for air density?
Cooler is better as far as performance.
Yeah, but as you climb it up, yes, you get colder. So why don't your performance increase? Why does it decrease?
You said what?
All right, so to kind of go on what you just told me, the higher you go, the colder it gets.
Correct.
Why don't we get improved performance? Why don't we get better performance the higher we climb?
But there's less air for the engine.
Actually, less pressure. Okay, so same amount of air, but less pressure. So molecules are spaced out more.
Okay.
So therefore, that's why, because you have less air pressure, less is getting in the intake. So now you got to back out some of the fuel to balance out the fuel to air ratio. Okay?
Gotcha.
So that's the idea of leaning. Okay. So how do you lean on this thing? Do you know?
So on this, we can twist this.
Okay. But how do you reference it? How do you know how much is enough?
That I don't know.
All right. So cruising 2400, I'll show you. I'm going to be kind of twisting out. Now this needle wavers a little bit, but if I go too far, you'll actually see the RPM dropping off. If I keep on twisting, how maybe a slight here a little bit slight improvement. Okay, yeah, that's kind of like your peak. That's what it's actually that I would like that right there. So that right there is probably a good leaning. But if I go a little bit further,
Lancer 122 Yankee is taxiing out on the parallel to runway 28. Hampton Roads.
now the needle's dropping.
Traffic, passenger is on the right turn out to the north.
Now I even went down a little bit. I'll say that's a little bit too far because the needle kind of just went just a little bit lower.
Right.
So I'd probably bring it back in. Hear a little bit of a bump a little bit. Okay. So that's kind of how you know if you went too far. Okay.
Okay.
So we'll just kind of leave it at this since we're perfectly good right there. Okay. Let's go ahead and break this off, and we'll go ahead and divert to the VOR. So I want you to find me directly to Cofield VOR.
To who VOR?
Cofield, CVI.
CBI.
Yeah, Cofield VOR. How would you know that?
I'd have to find it up here.
How about on that chart? Actually, how do you find a VOR on the chart?
I know the Norfolk VOR.
So Norfolk's up here.
Yeah.
Okay, so Cofield is to the south of us.
So that's down here.
Yep. Are you even with this or no? Or are you? What's your present position right there on your chart?
My present position is I'm about here.
Okay, so you go south from there, right?
Cofield, I see it.
There you go. Okay.
All
So
right.
see, he's not going to give you something that's way out of your way. He's going to give you something that's closer. And
That's
going
closer, okay.
Yeah, so that's why I'll kind of give you the Cofield VOR. Go ahead. Take me directly to the Cofield VOR using the VOR.
All right.
Traffic, Technical 8, Bravo Mike.
That is 114.6.
low approach only. Hampton Roads. Tech, copies.
Hampton Roads traffic, German 928 Limo, 10 miles southeast of the airfield, inbound to landing. We'll set up to enter the downwind from the 45 for 28 at Hampton Roads.
Why can't we hear anything? Well, you're right. Everything that you did was right. Now you just turned it back all off, right? There you go. Why can't you hear anything?
I got it.
Well, that's correct as well.
Right.
But why can't you hear anything? No static or anything. This is correct.
Right.
The ID button that you pushed in is correct. VLOC, you got to switch it. That is correct.
I'm switched up here.
But why can't you hear anything else? How do you turn on the unit?
How do I turn this?
There you go.
Oh, I didn't.
Because your volume button was all the way down, so you'll never
So
hear
there's
it, right?
two volumes then. There's
one for the navigation radio and one volume for the communications radio, and that's how the on and off is for the unit for the communication.
I'll be too far to hear the
So let's see if it works. So go ahead and what else you got to do to finish it up?
So I want to go to. I don't see from or
Okay, so it's most likely probably out of range.
We're probably, yeah.
Okay. So let's do Norfolk. I'll give you Norfolk frequency, 116.9er. This one up again. Alright, in the meantime, while Dad's trying to find something, let's see if that works, picks up anything. No. It might be on a dead radio, because Norfolk has some issues with transmissions.
Okay.
Alright, so let's go ahead and make about face 180-degree turn. Basically, your course was 274. Let's go back to 209 or 4. I'm sure what's up with Cofield. I don't think it should be out. Right.
That's
So
Norfolk.
I put, no, that's actually Hampton Roads ILS. I'm just verifying to make sure it's not our equipment. So it's
Okay.
not. It's actually the course is coming in. And, oh, 010, okay. So we're a little further away from Hampton Roads, but it's giving us a signal we're good. But technically Norfolk should be working, but right now I think Norfolk might even be out. They might be even turned off. And if Cofield's not coming in,
Johnson County traffic, Warrior 2237 Kilo, 10 miles out to the west, inbound for runway 21, Johnson County traffic.
yeah, Cofield's not coming in. Okay, so it seems like both VORs aren't coming in. So our equipment works, it's just there's no signal. So how can you identify that it's not working? Well, just like we did, there was no Morse code. All right, and this doesn't flip from to or from. Okay. So we're pretty much that makes your Prog Check a little easier.
Yeah.
Tracking back in. All right. So can you identify where we are, or do you know where we are in the present position?
Yeah, in our present position, we're headed back to Hampton Roads.
Okay.
underneath us, I don't see 58, but I do see this line right here, which generally takes us, I think that is 58, isn't it? Or either that's that railroad tracks.
That's a railroad track right here,
Yeah,
a very straight one. Yeah.
Goes straight down to
But
towards
if
the
you
airport.
look
And I see
kind of
the airport.
over to the where the warehouse is right there, that's the Pepsi Cola warehouse down there in Suffolk. You
Yeah,
see the
I see
big
Suffolk.
lane road? That's 58. That bend right there.
Okay.
So you kind of got an idea. Okay, you said, where do you think the Suffolk Airport
Suffolk is right there.
There you go. Okay,
Yep.
good. All right, so what we're going to do is, let's go ahead, take me all the way back to the airport, pretend like you're coming back in from across country, do everything you need to do, go in and then go ahead and do a soft field landing. So we're going to simulate your landing on the grassy field, so soft field landing for the first landing.
Approach traffic, Decima 8 Bravo Mike is taxiing from
Wind 250 at 07. Visibility 10. Sky conditions clear. Temperature 13 Celsius. Dew point -04. 3022. Hampton Roads Airport. Automated weather observation. 2026. 250 at 08. Visibility 10. Sky conditions clear. Temperature Celsius. Dew point -04 Celsius. Altimeter 3021.
Do you know how to do it with the nearest to page?
But the near,
The shortcut?
no.
Because where's Hampton Roads?
Hampton Roads is right there.
Okay.
South
Instead of doing the long way here, I'll show you a shortcut. Take the big outer knob, turn it all the way to the end and to the right until it can't go
Hampton
anymore.
Roads traffic, terminate 0 on final
There you
28,
go.
full stop Hampton
That's your
Roads.
nearest page. See all these airports?
Yeah.
Push the cursor, take the outer knob,
I don't know.
see how they also have frequencies?
Yeah.
Put it on PVG. There you go. Push direct enter. Turn the little knob one click to the right, gives you the map view. How much faster?
That is.
If you're not sure about the frequency, you can do the same thing. The outer knob all the way to the right. Go ahead and do that. Yep. Push the little cursor, and then outer knob, because that's always spaces, right? Keep on going to PVG, and then click one more to the right with the outer knob, and that's your frequency. You would just hit enter. See how it puts it in a standby.
Gotcha.
And then you toggle it up. So that's the shortcut way of doing this instead of you sitting
Okay.
and taking forever to get there, okay? And then what you can do is just basically take the bigger knob and then rotate it all the way to the left. That makes you take the cursor off. Anytime the cursor's on, it won't let you do nothing. Okay. Now all the way to the left, bam, you're back on your main page.
Gotcha.
All right? So I teach the GPS with
Approach traffic,
these
terminate
being the
0 on clear
chapters.
28.
So you got 3 chapters. You got the nav chapter. You got the waypoint chapter.
Okay.
You got the auxiliary. But there's 4 actually totally. And then you got the nearest chapter. Okay? So that's your bigger knob. Gives you all 4 chapters of this GPS. See the little boxes? That's your pages. So page 1, nav page 1, gives you all the digital and all the figures right here. Okay?
Right.
2 gives you the map. 3 gives you pretty much your traffic. 4 gives you all the frequencies for the airport you're going to. Okay? So if you weren't sure, just go 1, 2 more
Hampton
to the
Roads
right.
traffic, terminate 0 on coastal 220 midfield.
And then, guess what? You can put all your frequencies in there that you need.
Okay.
5 is going to have like the compass, and then your position, and then 6 is going to be your page for how many satellites are covering you. So if you want to count them all, there's all the satellites that are covering you. Okay? That's a cool thing about having all this. All right, I'll let you continue with your descent going in.
there something that I can?
Yeah, so if you go on to Garmin, they actually have tutorial videos, but go on to YouTube, and YouTube have a lot of the Garmin 430 WAS, and they'll have a lot of those videos out there. You can kind of watch them, give you all the shortcuts, and give you all the previews. Okay?
Gotcha.
Well, the other thing is, if you want, we can, I can sit down with you and do ground and kind of go over everything with you. But a lot of times, I said, if we're doing the cross countries, a lot of time, with the cross countries, if you're just kind of sitting there, that's where I like to demonstrate and show some of these features.
Right.
It's not required. He's not going to test you on the final test, but for your personal, this unit is as good as this or as this.
Right.
You know?
Okay.
All right, so which runway are you using?
Runway 28.
Okay.
We're too high, so trying to drop some altitude. I may have to actually do a little turnaround.
Okay.
Drop some more altitude.
I know it's a non-towered airport, but a lot of times if you have a radio, we try to be courteous and let them know. So just, I guess, let them know what we're doing and where we are.
All right. Hampton Roads traffic 4293 Juliet, about 2 miles out from runway 28. Gonna do a 360 here to drop some altitude and then come in for a landing on runway 28.
About how you coming in? So you say entering the 45.
Yeah, entering the 45 for runway 28, Hampton Roads traffic.
Very good. Because you told me you're 2 miles out on 28, so I'm thinking you're out there in the east and you're going to do a 360 and come down. So you got to give them a position. So you're southwest of the field, okay?
Right.
So the call would be Hampton Roads traffic, 4293 Juliet, so who you are, where you are, 2 to 3 miles southwest of the field, right? And then what's your intention? Circling to enter the downwind for the 45 entry for the downwind runway 28.
Okay.
Okay? So
circling to enter the downwind.
Yeah.
Okay.
So but the thing is that they don't care that you're dropping altitude, okay? The idea is who you are, where you are, your position, and what are your intentions. Hey, I'm going to circle in to enter the 45 for downwind 28. Okay? It gives you like some kind of an order.
And they don't care which way I'm circling either.
Nope. That's just, that's what you told them. Hey, that guy's going to enter on the 45 for the downwind. But that's what they're going to be keeping in their mind, looking for you out here.
Okay.
I think you're pretty good with the cruising part. The entry part was good. You realized you're a little high. You told me, hey, I'm going to space out. Let's go in. Let's see how the landings are. And then most likely I'm going to sign you off where you can start doing your cross-country solos if you like.
Okay.
And then when you get those done, then pretty much we can get you with the new guy. And then we'll pick you up and go. I'll probably put you with Cody. Okay. Cody's, he's a 1,200-hour instruction given, a more experienced guy. I'm going to give you somebody like that because I know that's kind of what you prefer. I have a newer guy coming online, but he's pretty sharp too. He actually took all his writtens with us, so I know of him. And
you said this one is a soft field?
Yep.
Okay. All right, we are beating the numbers. We are on a white arc. About my 90 right here.
Do you run a pre-landing checklist at all?
Oh, so yeah, we got that. Fuel pumps on. Hampton Roads traffic 4293 Juliet. Base for runway 28 Hampton Roads traffic.